US President Donald Trump has announced a new wave of reciprocal tariffs affecting over 100 nations, including India, the European Union, China, and Vietnam. However, key sectors such as pharmaceuticals, energy, and certain minerals have been exempted from these duties, bringing relief to stakeholders in these industries. India's pharmaceutical sector, which exports over $20 billion worth of generic medicines to the United States annually, has dodged immediate tariff threats. The exemption preserves jobs and revenue for millions of workers in the sector and maintains India's stronghold in the global generic drug market. Following the announcement, stocks of Indian pharma giants with significant exposure to the United States markets, including Gland Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, and Sun Pharma, surged during the trading on Thursday. Prashant Tapse, who's a research analyst and senior vice president of research at Mehta Equities, explained that the pharmaceutical sector gets excluded from individual reciprocal duties, but that may become part subject to future duties. This line brings in some sentimental relief to the sector, and today we may see a reasonable amount of positivity in this sector performance. Pharma stocks like Gland Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma, Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma are in focus today as these companies have significant exposure to the US. As of now, India charges an approximately 10% tariff on pharma imports from the US, while the US does not impose any tariff on imports of Indian pharmaceutical items. Trump's tariffs also leave energy imports and certain critical minerals untouched. This exemption is significant as energy trade between the US and its partners plays a crucial role in global markets. The move ensures continued energy security and supply chain stability, particularly for India, which has been expanding its strategic energy partnerships. Additionally, the exclusion of certain minerals is a strategic decision, given the rising demand for rare earth elements and other critical materials essential for technology, defense, and industrial applications. While India's semiconductor exports to the US are currently limited, the absence of tariffs in this sector provides a boost to the country's growing chip-making industry. As India works to integrate into global semiconductor supply chains, this exemption supports its long-term ambitions of becoming a key player in advanced electronics manufacturing. However, India remains vulnerable to new tariff measures, particularly in textiles, engineering, electronics, and gems. The Union Commerce Ministry is closely analyzing the impact of the 26% reciprocal tariffs imposed by the US, with the first phase of a universal 10% tariff set to take effect on April 5th, followed by an additional 16% on April 10th. While the exemption of pharmaceuticals, energy, and certain minerals bring relief, future tariff announcements on industries like semiconductors and other critical goods remain a possibility.
India, very, very tough, very, very tough. The Prime Minister just left, and he's a great friend of mine, but I said, you're a friend of mine, but you're not treating us right. They charge us 52%. You have to understand, we charge them almost nothing for years and years and decades, and it was only 7 years ago when I came in, we started with China charged. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China in tariffs.